Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So today's going to be a little bonus video because Kikki.k have released a bonus printable again. I think this is 2 this month. So I'm just going to really quickly show you how I'm going to use this. It's going to go into last week in my planner, which is just because it's going to fit there much nicer. But you could use this on any week, it's just it doesn't fit with this week's decoration, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do to start with, actually, I'm just going to cut this out really roughly around the outside and then I can trim it up nicely afterwards. So I'll be back in just a sec. So there we go. So I'm just going to use, I was going to use my big paper trimmer, but I think I'll just use the little one. You can obviously do this with just scissors if you want to. I'm just being a bit... So just cutting out around the edges, just fixing this one. There we go. And so then it says to fold in half along the dotted line, which I don't seem to have, which is a little odd. But I think I know where it's supposed to be, so I'm just gonna guess. Just going to fold it dead in half, a bit of a harsh fold. So what they've got it as is as a top 3 priority list, so you just have it sitting in your planner and it just flips to reveal the top 3. I'm just going to change it up a little bit and use it as not an envelope, but as a place to keep things, so to keep stickers or to keep tickets or something along those lines. So I'm just trimming this up to make it match. And then I'm just going to grab my hole punch. I'm just going to show you guys this quickly. This is what I've got to replace my Kikki.k punch that sadly died the other week. I do have one coming. A girl called Emily on Facebook kindly donated me one, so it's on its way. But in the meantime, I've just been using this one out of this little UB kit that I got from Officeworks. It's okay. The trimmer's a little bit on the blunt side. You've got to kind of wiggle it around a little bit, but it's doing the job quite well. Really, it's only got one job, it's just to punch holes, so it's not that bad. But I do find though this little kit is really helpful. I've just replaced, they had a little stapler in here, and I've just replaced it with erasers because they're much more helpful. But that just gets chucked in my bag and doesn't get lost, so I'm kind of enjoying that. So just punch those holes in there. What I'm going to do is, instead of sticking this down completely like all the way around, I'm just going to do a line of tape, and I'm just going to put this back to protect my desk a little bit. Just going to do a line of tape along the bottom and then a line of tape right over where the dots are, because I don't want the envelope bit to be, you don't want things kind of coming out of those dots. Very tongue-tied today, I don't know what's going on. So then just folding that down again and just making sure you push right down on where you've glued. There we go. And now you've got a little bit of a pocket so you can put things in there. So what I will show you as an example, so I'll just grab my planner out and I'll just flick to last week, sorry. If I can find it, there it is. So obviously I've got my flipper there already, but if I was going to use this as well, you could put it that's like, you can only put it that, so you can obviously put it at the top or the bottom, but we'll say for this one I'll just put it right there. I will use this because I will do a whole week just using the birds because they're just so cute. So you've just got it sitting there, and then what you can do, I'm just going to use it as an example, you can grab a post-it note or some paper clips depending on what you want to do, and you can actually use it to put things in as well as putting your top 3 priorities on there. So it's just an extra little way to use it that's slightly different to what I think it was intended to do. You obviously still can write your top 3 in there, so let's say for this week is, oh, I don't even know what my top 3 would be, but that last one would never happen, but I just had this massive thought of making biscuits. But I can't cook. But anyway, that's sort of what the idea of it is, but that's a way you can use it in a slightly different way. So I will link, I'll put a link to this printable down below. I love the Kikki.k Printables, you guys know that. I use them basically every single time they bring one out. If I hear about it, I will grab it and see what I can do with it. And I think it's fun, I think I said this in the last one, it's fun to sort of see what else you can use these for as opposed to just what Kikki.k have designed them for. It's just that's the best thing about them. You can be a bit more creative with them. So I hope you liked this little extra video, guys. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, you can obviously subscribe. I do a lot of printable videos and they're all up on my channel. So if you want to, you can just hit that big subscribe button and you will get them all delivered to your inbox. If you want to send me a message, I'll link my Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram and email down below so you can. Otherwise, I will see you again really, really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.